Hello, friends. How are you? Today, I wanted to talk about a martyr for Christ. It's a she. Her name is Perpetua. Some of you might have heard about her story, but it helps us to remind ourselves of her faith, her firm faith, her commitment, and her loyalty to God and the faith in God. So Perpetua, she was just 21 or 22 years old. She's wealthy. She just became a new mom, and she and a group of believers regularly meet for fellowship, and they have been baptized recently. And in those days, they were facing persecution, and knowing that, they still gathered for fellowship. And one of those days, they were arrested and put in prison, and they were actually sentenced to death. So while waiting for that fateful day, even in the prison, they all encouraged each other through prayers and fellowship. Her dad kept coming to prison to visit with her and pleaded with her to renounce her faith, and said, you can just deny it and come out of the prison and go back to the faith. It's okay, just at least for the sake of your baby, for the sake of your mom, for your family. But she said, she pointed out to a pitcher, a water pitcher in her prison cell, and said, can that pitcher be called by any other name than what it is? And the dad said, no. And she said, same is with me. I'm a Christian. I cannot identify myself as anything else besides a Christian. I will not deny my faith. And he went away. But he did repeatedly come and visit with her, trying to convince her to just deny her faith, but she did not. So that day arrived, and they were given one more chance to deny their faith, and she did not. No one did in that batch. No one did, and she also did not. And so they were brought into the amphitheater. It was that emperor or ruler, his birthday, and he wanted to celebrate his birthday in the amphitheater, watching animals tear these children of God to pieces. That's awful. That's the kind of person he is, and wants to celebrate his birthday. Okay, so we're talking about these missionaries. So the animals are released, like bull, boar, or maybe lion or a tiger, and they are released, and they've ripped these men into pieces. And once the animals are wearied, they are put back into their cages, and then soldiers come to kill whoever is still alive after that animal attack. Imagine that. And so when the soldier, who happened to be a novice, his turn was to kill Perpetua, and he stretched out his sword towards Perpetua, but he was shaking literally. He couldn't do it. You know what Perpetua did? She held the sword to make it firm and steady, and pointed it to her neck, and then the soldier finished the job. Before that, she was pierced between her ribs, and then the soldier killed her. That shows how much she is prepared, or how much she is willing to sacrifice and not renounce her faith. And her identity is in Christ alone and nothing else. So, reminding ourselves of these great warriors of faith and what they did for God and what became of them serves as a great testimony and encouragement to us to continue walking in faith. And our identity is in Christ and nothing else. God bless.